Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Isekai Suicide Squad Season 1, Episode 5. Last episode, which I just watched, as I mentioned in the start of the last episode, that I was watching too tonight, we had the Queen being angry or, like, greedy, or I don't know what that face was about at the end, after seeing what they were capable of, or angry the war has ended. I talked about a few theories in my discussion as to what that could be. We learned that the first Suicide Squad that came through didn't have a timer on their bombs, so when they somehow, like, they said deactivated, but they said that's why they did timers this time. But if they deactivated them, that doesn't make much sense because I don't think the timer would even do anything if they were deactivated. What I think they meant to say was, like, they lost, like, the signal to be able to detonate them, kind of thing, whereas the bombs were still there. That's why they put the timers in this time, which is what they said. So, very interesting. We had the elves and beastmen betrayed and went to the Empire. I'm still not 100% sure if the beastmen went to the Empire and then got brainwashed, or got brainwashed by that staff and went to the Empire, right? Um, but then we also have the elves, which makes me think that the elves and beastmen did betray and then they got brainwashed. But I don't know what the story is with the elves, so I'm sure we'll find out at some point. But we saw a little connection between Fiona and Harley, with Harley kind of having some insight as to, like, seeing a little. I think she saw a little bit of herself in the princess and how Harley used to be, and how the princess is now. So very interesting dynamic going on there. I look forward to learn more of that. And yeah, we destroyed that staff. The beastmen are no longer under control. The big battle that was, everyone thought there was going to be, like, huge casualties and a big problem, got taken down without any fighting really at all. So very cool. And now they just walked off. So we'll see. With that look of the queen, is she going to let them just walk off? Are they going to be able to get there with their 12 hours, less than 12 hours at this point? Because there's a lot since they said 12 hours, a lot happened. So with their limited time left, are they gonna be able to make it? I mean, obviously, for the sake of the show, I feel like they're gonna make it at some point, but will there be another distraction before they get there to have their timer reset? Let's watch and find out, shall we? Alrighty, guys, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. DC. I don't know why I'm reading that. Right. Alright. I'm enjoying this show. Oh, so they're... Oh, they're close. Feed me. Uh-oh. Can they do the reset when they're close to the portal? I didn't realize they had to go all the way through the portal. Oh no. Damn. How did he know for sure? Oh. Damn. They waited till the last second to broadcast that. Whoa. They always get new fancy tools. Where'd she get to that cool pistol? Wait, what? Whoa, what's he eating? Or is he just drooling at the thought of food? Her face. I like her little Harley chess piece. Are we just going and doing some fights? Alright. We're just pressing the advance. This is a really I never really talked about it too much, but like the weird, like crazy 3D-esque board game style, like map type thing they have is a really interesting way they're using to like show the areas. The different like biomes and stuff too. Uh-oh. Don't want to run out of ammo. He wants to eat them. Limp dick. I thought he just wanted to go eat the mushrooms. Whoa, look at that like mountain that's like raining only on the mountain. What the heck? That's cool. Yeah, that whole map thing, I never really talked about it before, but it's really interesting. Because it does I don't even think it really properly dictates like the biomes very well. Like it just all looks like the same landscape, but then we cut to it and they're in some like big mushroom forest and shit. But I guess we're moving the story right along, I suppose. We're just plowing through their defenses, I guess. I wonder where their next roadblock is gonna be. Also, I really thought Joker was gonna be like here. I thought he was either gonna when he didn't come originally, I thought he was gonna find his way here. But really he's just like he was in the first episode and now he's just like a source of like flashbacks for Harley. I mean, he still obviously could show up. They could like send one more or something like that, or a whole nother Suicide Squad and have him be one of them. I thought Peacemaker was sitting on King Shark's lap for a second. I asked about ammo last episode. Oh my god, she's just shooting a heart. Oh my god. She's just blowing her ammo. Square. Damn. Do we need to go find try to get like rearmed from the portal somehow, maybe? I don't know. I don't know how they'd know to send ammo. It took you that long to think of that? You just flip them off. They, so they had to walk really. They're all the way back to the fort. Yeah, they're nice. Whoa! Oh my god! Why is it so our group for them to like walk for like a whole day, realize that they don't have a lot of ammo left, walk all the way back so they can get ammo, and then they're gonna have to walk all the way back again? We just get to drink. They're getting redeemed a little. Nice. Big boy. Does he like those shackles on his wrists, or are they just refusing to take them off? Huh. Good old green bean. Alright. Oh no. What the heck happened to King Shark? Is King Shark actually stopping them from fighting? Very precarious. Oh, cool. Look at that creature. Oh my god, I didn't realize that they were using the helicopter as a nest. I was too busy looking at the dragon and not what it was holding and standing in. I like these panning shots. I've seen Game of Thrones. Harley's always so expressive. Oh my god. He's making himself into a dragon. What the heck? Where did the hair come from? I guess it's like mud hair. I see. Yeah, that thing's fucked up. Uh-oh. That face. Well, can it speak? Hello. Does it have breath attacks? It has breath attacks. You just shot a fireball. He's walking into some... What is he doing? Oh my god, that's scary! Nope. Nope, nope. Didn't think we'd be fighting a dragon this episode. She looks like she's moving so slow. Like how fast the background... Oh my god, okay, that animation was a little wonky. Oh, the pan absorbed the heat. Hmm. There's a little bit of issues. Unless I missed something. There's a little bit of inconsistencies with the animation. Oh no! King Shark! Oh my god, one bullet. Oh! It shut its eye before the bullet hit, and he even had his armored eyelid. Oh no, King Shark! Yeah. Depending on the scene, Harley, look, she doesn't have the pot. She either has the pot or doesn't on her back. And then if it look, now she has it. It's fine. I mean, I'm not that much of a stickler. I don't care, but it's just there's a lot of animation that goes over my head, that the inconsistencies that I miss. This one was very obvious. Good thing she took it. Oh my god, that face! Holy shit! Oh my god, the animation on her face was crazy. She deflected it back using the pot. That's so great. Oh, and now the rocks are gonna hit it. She's like, that worked. Uh-oh. Tail attack. Oh my god, the whizzing of the tail going by. She's crazy. Dumb. Oh, shit. Can it communicate? Ooh, did he realize? We're just gonna RPG it. Why not, I guess. Oh, they're gonna give it to just throwing an RPG. Nothing would go wrong if that landed poorly. Nice. Distraction. Oh, is it an egg? He's holding an egg hostage. Isn't he? I saw him pointing his gun at something in his arm. Oh, holding it back with mud. Oh, it did hit the ground. I thought he was gonna catch it. Oh, you are so fortunate it didn't land on the tip. Damn! Did it? Was it enough? Oh my god. My back's on fire, put it out! Stop, drop, and roll! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Run sideways on away. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Well, I guess there's just water down there. Oh. Nice, King Shark. King Shark didn't do much, but... At least we don't have to question ammo for a little while. Harley didn't like that. I'm surprised. They want to eat it. Oh my god, Harley Quinn's gonna raise it. Uh-oh. Mama. Ow! Well. Alright, let's domesticate a dragon. Arthur? Arthur Pendragon? Maybe? I wonder if there's another reference other than that. Uh... People. Ooh. I mean, we kind of... We're already trying to do that, for the most part, right? I didn't even fathom the idea of trying to get the helicopter working again. That would have been crazy. Just flying around this area of the hell. I mean, I guess they were at first before they crashed. Okay. It looks even bigger now, I think, maybe. Already. Uh-oh. Oh no. Is the fort down? Oh no! Yeah, our prison boys. Oh, that guy from the opening. Oh, several people from the opening. Okay. Are these more... Is that Poison Ivy? Alright, well. I guess we're not going to know until next episode. I don't know. I know, isn't there some kind of, like, brain DC villain? Like, Brainiac or, like, something brain? I don't know. That's the vibe I got from the dude with the helmet with all, like, the like cylinders, not cylinders, but like canisters on it or something. Um, yeah, I'm wondering who they are. And then obviously the girl with like green energy and like red hair reminds me of Poison Ivy, you know. Other than that, I don't know any other that are like very green themed with red hair, you know, other than Poison Ivy. So we'll see. But yeah, that stinks. We had control of that fort for a little bit, and we left it, came back to it, left it again, and came back to it again, and now it's taken out. But I mean, they did just set up the, you know, they talked to Amanda Waller, or at least Rick talked to Amanda Waller, and she was like, "Hey, we're gonna like you need to take out the advanced group." So makes sense that we'd very quickly encounter the advanced group if that's what happened. So that is it, guys, for episode 5. Yeah, we fought a dragon. Obviously some animation issues this episode, but I did like the animation for some other parts. Like I do normally I like when the animation goes into that like blocky, like it loses all texture and everything. Like, and then they're able to make the fight way more insane because they went for that more basic look. Um, I usually like kind of appreciate that. It happened a lot in like shows like Black Clover. It's happened a lot in a lot of anime. Like the My Hero movie, I just watched it. It happened in, you know, where a lot of the graphics, like background graphics, get like smoothed out because it's all like terrain that's gonna break and stuff, and it just makes it easier for them to animate some crazy scenes and everything. This one didn't work for me as much. In some parts it worked fine. In other parts there was like that time that Harley Quinn saw that like mound, but the mound like super stood out from like the mound was different from the rest of the background, and then she ran at it for a little bit and it didn't move at all, and then all of a sudden it like rapidly got closer to her. I don't know, there was something wonky about that. And then on top of that, we kept like, if you go back and watch that scene, if you didn't notice yourself, it every time it shows like Harley from the front, it doesn't show the pot on her back. And then every time it shows her back, it shows the pot. I think there was even a couple times where it showed her back and it didn't show the pot. And I was like, well, wait, after she did that flip and the fire like hit the pot on the back, I was like, did the pot fall off? Is that what happened? You know? And then all of a sudden the pot was there again. I was like, oh no, okay, the pot is still there. It was one of those things where like a lot of the times like error in animation I don't notice it. Like just recently I watched One Punch Man season 3 episode 2, and there's a bit of animation where one of the characters is like, I don't know if he's supposed to be sliding down a hill, but it literally just looks like they like took the model and just dragged it down a hill. There wasn't like much movement, and it was pretty bad. But when I watched it the first time, I never noticed it. Little things like that, and that happens in other shows too, where there's little like errors in animation, or maybe not errors, but areas where they went like really lazy with it or something. And most of the time, I don't notice those, but this time I definitely noticed that. So it did stick out to me. It was harder for me to focus on that scene because I was more just trying to figure out if like I made a mistake while watching and she really lost the pot and I just missed the moment she lost the pot, and then the pot came back, and then at that point I was like, okay, and I started to just move on and accept it, but I also decided to point it out, you know. So but either way, the whole idea of the dragon was cool, and fighting it, I like the idea of mixing like modern weaponry to go against a dragon. Like we also used this magic pot to deflect the thing, but then we also had like an RPG, which was what finished it off. You know, kind of reminds me of a little bit of what's happening on in Attack on Titan right now. I'm not going to say too much. I don't want to spoil anyone, but where like the more modern weaponry gets, the less useful more ancient stuff is, right? So, um, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. So very very interesting. We now have like a dragon pet. It seems like. I wonder how long it will be loyal. Will we be able to keep it with us throughout the show from now on, or will there be a moment where it like becomes more aggressive towards them? It realizes that like, hey, you're not my mom. I'm 20 times bigger than you and stuff like that. And will it just leave? Will they have to fight that one? I wonder what will happen. Or will it just stay a pet the whole time? I mean, I think the show's wacky enough that it could be fun just having a dragon fly around and fight things for us. I think that could be fun. But we named it Arthur. I know isn't Arthur Pendragon? Isn't that like the name of like King Arthur's full name? I wonder if that's why the name was chosen, or if it is in relation to another like Arthur that is some kind of like dragon related thing that I just don't know about. Or maybe it doesn't even have to be a reference. Maybe she just picked the name for the hell of it. I don't know. So certainly very interesting. But yeah, I do find it really funny that we had to get ammo, because I talked about it last episode as they're just like firing their guns willy-nilly. Like, I don't even know where he got his sniper. I don't know where Harley got her gun. They just kind of like pull some of these weapons out of their asses here and there, but it's whatever. It's fine. I it, it's fine. So I just figured ammo was just gonna be like, you're just expected to expect they had enough ammo on hand. But no, then this episode happens and it's like, hey, we need to go get ammo. And it's like, it's really funny how, like, sometimes we just pull things out of our asses, and then other times it's like, oh, we gotta actually think about ammo. We gotta actually think about this a little bit, which is kind of funny. But I mean, I guess that sniper might have just been a part of Deadshot's equipment, because at one point they were in prison and didn't have any of their equipment. When they were let out of prison, they were given their equipment again in order to take the fort back last episode. Maybe his sniper was a part of that equipment, and he just didn't have it with him until now, because I don't think we've seen him with that sniper before last episode. But anyway, it doesn't really matter to me. So yeah, that was just kind of funny. It's also really funny how far they pushed forward before they realized they were out of it. They were like gonna run out of ammo, and then they had to come all the way back to get ammo. And now I guess now they're at the fort and the fort's being attacked. So obviously we have to deal with that. But I also don't know if we're gonna be like going all the way back where they came from before in order to like progress through the enemy lines again. It's just really funny having them just kind of jumping back and forth. It feels very standard for their group, right? With their group being very I don't want to say like they're very intelligent, but sometimes the more mundane things they don't think of, like ammunition. Like, they can come up with a good plan to stop a giant battle from happening without any bloodshed at all, right? But then when it comes to keeping an eye on their supplies, they're very negligent. So, very funny. But anyway, very cool stuff. I don't really have much more to say. I liked the episode, other than a few of the animation bits, but it's fine. And we didn't get any follow up on the queen or the princess or any of that. We just kind of had our group just doing their thing for most of this episode. So I like the prisoners. It sucks that they might all be dead or mostly dead, or I don't know what happened to them. We'll see. Because they were all chilling at the fort, just being like, hey, we actually get to be like trusted by the kingdom, and it feels kind of nice, and all that. And then now they might be dead, and that sucks. Anyways, guys, I think that'll be it for me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier on there. And then there's also my Patreon shows where I watch things like Free Rent, the rest of Free Rent that isn't released to YouTube yet. I'm in the process of releasing it. Solo Leveling Season 1 and 2, which will start coming out as soon as Free Rent finishes releasing. And then Dan to Dan Season 1 and 2. And then I started watching Wisteria Wand and Sword, as well as for live action, The Expanse is on there as well. Like almost all of from season 1. I'm almost done season 5. Uh, and well, I think season 6 is a fairly short season, so we're actually going to be finishing up that show fairly soon and be moving on to another new one. So, very interesting stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Links are all in the description for that. I've also been streaming on Twitch a lot, so check out that if you want to see me live stream mostly action RPGs. Right now, I'm playing a lot of Diablo 2. By the time you're seeing this video, I'll be playing Path of Exile 1 again. So if you're interested in seeing my stream and coming and saying hi, check that out. Links in the description should be popping up on the screen, and I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.